Okay, folks, listen, let me be the first one to say happy holidays, right? Thanksgiving is almost here, and check this out. Today, we finna do a honey bourbon glazed ham. Guess what? Let's get it. Okay, so this year, and this one right here, I was finally able to find myself a ham that has not been, like spiral cut, right? Because this time we're gonna put a little pattern on here. We're gonna get that diamond pattern. I'm gonna go ahead and do it a little bit more on the traditional side. I'm gonna use some cherries, and we're gonna put some pineapples on there along with that glaze. Now, let me just start saying this part. The bourbon. I gotta say that for all of the people, because there's some people, when you hear the word bourbon or whiskey or something like that, when you're cooking with it, they think that it's gonna have that alcohol in there. There is no alcohol in there. Why? Because we cook it off and it leaves the taste from the barrels, right? So we're gonna get some real good, flavor from our bourbon glaze. Okay, folks, so look, first thing we wanna do is we wanna preheat our oven, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the bake. But listen, 325 start. That's what we're gonna do. You guys can do 350 also, right? But 325, keep it nice and safe. Don't forget, this has already been cured and it's already cooked, right? So what we're doing is just heating up the insides and getting everything right. Then we want to get some of them edges, but listen, I'm not finna ramble, folks. I'm just getting ready to show you guys. Now, let me go ahead and take the ham and put it down just like this. So now we're gonna do a little work on it. We finna give it a makeover, right? Meaning I'm gonna take some of this fat cap that you see right here and we're gonna score it. Let me just show you. But first thing, you wanna have yourself like a sharp knife, right? So let me go ahead and get this sharp. All right. Look, this is where we're gonna do it. I have this positioned the way I like it. You know what I mean? So when I say score, look, it's nice and sharp. I like to just go in maybe about 3/4 of an inch, right? That's it. And then I probably go here. It's up to you how big you want to make them. You know what I mean? When you first do them, if you've never done them like this, because a lot of times you can only find yourself like the spiral cuts, right? But this time we got ourselves like a whole one, and I love it, folks. All right, so I'm gonna bring that down. Let me bring this one down a little further. And we go like this, but you guys are getting the gist of it, right? If you can keep them all spaced out properly, you're gonna get yourself something real nice, a nice pattern. All right, so you can see we got them coming this way, right? Now, I'm gonna just start right here just so you guys can just see, right? So I'm gonna cut here, right? Remember, we wanna go the same depth, right? And then we cut here again. And we want to keep that same angle, right? Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish that, but look, even if I move this right here, look, that right there is a lot of flavor. So as this melts down into the actual ham, that's why I like to go in about 3/4 of an inch, right? So about the same spacing, about like right there. We go in there like that. And then look, if I notice now, if I just pull this back in this one direction instead of sawing, it kind of like keeps it from, coming apart. And there you go. There we got some of those diamond shapes, right? So now we're just gonna continue this. And look, I'm kind of like learning the technique as I make this right here. But I wanna let you guys know this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be the one that everybody gonna be proud of right here. All right, now look, now you guys notice, look, I put it face, the cut side down, right? You can see, let me bring it over here so I can show you, you can see how it is. Now this fat right here is still attached to the ham, right? We don't want that to like just pop out. Actually, this piece did on me, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I ate it. Don't forget, the ham is already cooked. It's been cured and all of that, right? So now this is where we're gonna add the little flavor to it. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some cloves in my hand. If you guys hadn't seen cloves, this is what it looks like, right? So I'm gonna take one of these, and at each one of these points, let me put these down like this, because it's still gonna be a little bit tight. So at each one of these points, I just put a clove in. So you guys get the point with the gist of it, right? We're just gonna put it in like this. And again, this is for the flavor, folks. Listen, some people say cloves a little strong. If they a little strong to you, I suggest you try them anyway. But instead of putting them in each one of these like this, skip one. You know what I mean? So you'll have a bigger diamond shape. But this year we going all out. All right, so look. Obviously, when you guys see this like this, with all of these cloves in there, I love the taste of cloves, and just the aromatic that come off of that tells me it's the holiday time, right? So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna add some water to my pan, and then I'm finna get some foil, right? Now, this is gonna like evaporate in the meaning of like, like steam, right? We wanna keep some of that. So let me get some foil. I was always told, even at a young age, that you put the dull side down, over whatever you're doing, and then the shiny side up, which is probably still true, but the reason that they get a shiny and a dull side is really in the processing when they make it. Well, I tell you, man, just getting information from some of the people that have follow me and, share their information. And then of course I fact check, you know what I mean? So look, I'm just gonna put this over here. It's okay if some of it come out. because we're gonna be checking this anyway, right? So I just put it on like that. Look at this next piece. Oh, you know what? I should have done it like this. Just to get a little bit more on this side, right? Then we take this side. Just get a little bit more. We just want to try to keep some of the moisture in the inside, just like that. That is fine. Now, we're gonna put it in. Obviously, I told you guys in the beginning, it's gonna be 325. And then I wanna show you one more thing. This is in my cookbook, right? Taking the mystery out of cooking. Then when you look in the inside right here, this is the hand we making it. Now, when I did the cookbook, obviously you guys can see it was spiral cut, right? Just follow these instructions. This is the one that you guys will actually see and do. You can do it here too. What I did was, you know, usually when I make it, even though it's spiral, I just go ahead and stick them inside of there and let them fall as they may. And then, you know what I mean? Because like I say, I love the clothes. Now, this makes for a great gift. You guys go by and check it out on my website, Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. Now, I'm gonna put this in here, right? Listen, I judge it like this. It's gonna take about 2.5 hours to get right. I like to look at it every 20 to 30 minutes, right? So I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes and I'm gonna take a look at it and see how it is. But this is probably gonna go somewhere right around 2.5 hours. Then you always wanna make sure it's at temp, right? So that's why we use a meat thermometer. And that'll be one of these. Listen, we check, we looking for 165. Actually, it's already cooked. So once it's warmed up the way you would like it, that's when we wanna, just take it out of the oven. So I'll see you guys in the first 30 minutes. So I just looked at this. You guys can come here. I mean, there's really nothing to see, but what I like to do is look down on the bottom where we had our pan and we added our water, just to make sure that we're not completely dry. At 325, we going nice and safe. So listen, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and go another hour, then I'll take a look at it and then we'll move forward. Right when we get to the end where we like it, that's when we make our glaze. Now, what you should have is these ingredients right here: butter, brown sugar, you got your bourbon, and you got your honey. Super easy to make, folks. And trust me, we're gonna dress this one up and we're gonna take pictures of it and make it a star, right? So we got pineapple slices and we got cherries. All right, folks, so listen, we're really coming up on about 2.5 hours. I probed it, it's looking real good, right? Don't forget, the meat is already cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this up right now. I'm gonna set it up on medium, only because of a medium high flame, because I'm gonna start with my butter. I don't want it to start sizzling or nothing like that. But in actuality, I'm finna put it all in there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this bourbon into play. Right, as we let that melt. Now I'm getting ready to come with my brown sugar. Right, you let this absorb that. Keep working this around. This butter's gonna continue to melt. You guys gotta be careful with this butter. With the bourbon, right? Because what can happen is if you add that in when this pot is hot, it can, like flame up, and we're not doing flambe. What we doing is we getting this all to marry together and to cook off what? That's right, folks, we finna cook that alcohol off. And then we're gonna continue to stir this until this thickens up and we cooked off all of the alcohol and we just leave the bourbon taste. So I just turned my fire off and I don't want it to be super thick. Sometimes I do it super thick, but to be honest with you, I think this is like the best way. You see how it runs down? Look, that's what you want. All right, let's pull it out. I know it's ready. And you see that right there? Let me get this out you guys' way. Yes, sir. All right, so you guys can see what we got right here, right? So I'm gonna baste this a couple of times. I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this on top of the ham, right? So now I'm gonna just take some of this and you guys just watch it work as it goes down. So you guys get the gist of it. Then I like to put some on the top, and just let it work like the backside of it. Now that I got everything glazed like this, I'm gonna put it back in there into the oven. But listen, we're gonna do it uncovered, folks. We're gonna put it in there for about 15 minutes. And after that, then we're gonna put the pineapples on, and then we're gonna go ahead and put some cherries on top. It's gonna be nice, folks. Just gonna say holiday. All right, so you guys can see what we have. Look, this after 10 minutes uncovered, right? So it's up to you. Now I went ahead and made me another batch, to put some glaze over it one more time. Now, I'm gonna show you this. This part is completely optional. right? So if I take this, let's just say I leave it like that. I'm gonna take a toothpick, just break it in half, right? Then I'm gonna stick one in here because we don't want it to like fall off after we done did all this hard work, right? So I'm gonna just stick it in there like that. Take one, put it right here, wherever you want to. There ain't no right way or no wrong way to do this. And take one of these cherries. We're gonna put it in just like that. And you see it like that? Now I'm just gonna put just a few more on here. That's just for presentation. Then we're gonna put it back in there. I just told you guys, look at that right there. Now I'm gonna turn this around. Just have a little bit of time to cool so you guys can just see what it looks like, right? That's kind of like how I like to put it out for the holiday. You know what I mean? For the times that I do the pineapple and the cherry, right? But now I did make some more glaze, right? So I'm gonna just pour some of this over the top, just like you see, and let this work its way down. If this ain't getting you going, nothing will for this holiday. Just imagine this, you know what I mean? We got the turkey on the table. Some of you guys want to have that roasted, yard bird on there. We got those greens, right? I just did greens for the 50 millionth time. Well, we got greens, dressing, candy yams, mac and cheese. I got it, folks. I better stop, huh? All right. After you've seen that we glazed and brushed and did everything, I'm gonna put it back in the oven, right? So I got it facing towards the back. You see that right there? That's what you wanna have. Let me close this. Now I don't leave it. I stay with it. I'm gonna look at it for the first 5 minutes. I won't look at it for the first 5 minutes. After that, I stay glued to it. Because remember, folks, it's all about that presentation. We got to taste, trust me. Okay, folks, look, I'm smiling, laughing, feeling good about myself. You too can do this. Don't forget, this is in my cookbook. You guys can do it, like this. I give you guys an option to do it, a spiral ham, but I promise you the outcome is, you looking for this right here? I got you. All right, now I'm gonna take this, let's turn this around so you guys can just see the backside. Man, look at that right there. That right there is nice, right? Now, I'm gonna have to take some of these off of here because I'm gonna cut just maybe a couple of slices and I'm gonna let them just fold down. So I guess now, I'm really, really liking the fact that if this was spiral cut, I wouldn't have to do this, you know what I mean? But the head of the household has to, do this carving. That's more like traditional, right? So, as you see, I'm coming around like this. And I just felt the bone there. Boy, I love having a sharp knife. Whee! Look at that. Then if you want to go ahead and take it and you want to baste it a little bit, then you can put a little bit of the glaze on each slice, like that. All right, folks, so this is what we come up with. Only thing left to do is, you know what I mean? Just let's get ourselves a, look at that right there. Still juicy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not finna over talk this for show. Cheers, y'all. What I'm really about to do here, as soon as I wrap this up, I'm finna go get me some of that thick sliced toast bread I got in the back. I'm finna slather it with a little bit of that mayo. Baste these pieces that I'm finna put on this sandwich, and I'm finna eat, folks. Now, hold on. Ooh, man, that description I just said when I was thinking about making that sandwich, it's going down. That right there got me in a headlock. Now, if you guys are looking for something right now, like, for this holiday coming up, You know what I mean? It's gonna like put you in the ballpark. You know what I mean? Then when people see it, they're gonna just be like, oh snap, where did you buy that from? Don't forget your boy AB got you. And then talk to me down in the comment section below. And if you look on my website, I got a couple of different versions of glazed ham. You know what I mean? That they really nice. You know what I mean? So listen, if you guys got anything that you would like to share with the world, let us know. Like, what would you do to make this better? All right, now, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, right? And tell everybody out there, there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. Now, I always exit that way, but this time I'm gonna go that way because I'm going to get that bread in the pantry. I'm out. Peace.